principal in Clarendon Mineral Heights, that principal need to step down. The principal for the little 6-year-old baby, that principal need to step down. The principal for Jayden school, that principal need to step down. So what are we gonna do? I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, every parents that have their children going to one of these schools, you all should be worried, because you don't know if the next day is going to be your kid, somebody leaving out that school. You don't know in Mineral Heights if it's going to be your kids, somebody going to be bullied and do stuff too, and then a couple of weeks after that person lost their life. You understand? So what are we going to do? Sit down on our hands, don't do anything, don't say anything, and when it happened, what happened? I have not heard none of these principal, and the one in Clarendon, that incident happened. The one in Clarendon happened in April, with 3 boys bully and assault the little girl, right? Because I think because of her weight or her size, and they do her good morning, bless. They do her all different type of evil, and the poor little girl, 12 years old, she never go home and tell her parents what had happened to her till she started to feel sick. Then the parents then take her to hospital, only to find out that she have a blood clot on her brain and she lost her 3 pints soon after in September. Now, is that the world that we want to live in? You understand? And apparently the principal didn't know anything about this, and this happened in school. So them 3 little boys, they should go and I don't talk ill of children, I never speak ill of children, but them 3 little boys, them should get the death penalty. I'm telling you. Right, as a principal, your job is to respond for a school. And if you cannot respond for a school, step down and put somebody who's capable of doing the job in there. Because what I don't understand, right, the things that really get under my skin really bad. One principal in the other side of the country can tell you how much food one student eats, and the principal in the next farmer in the next side of the country don't know that one of your child is getting abused in the school. So what is going on? What the hell is going on? One principal overheads that thing with the student, and one principal, listen, even if the principal them have to go back and do courses, learn to spot things, all teachers, all principal, all nurses, all doctors should learn to spot abuse. So this little girl farm teacher did not realize I know anything. This little girl parents did not pick up no farmer sign, nothing. How can you send your 12-year-old picnic at school only to get abused and beat up till she end up with blood clot on her head, lose her life a couple of weeks later, a couple of months later? How is that? How is that in this society that we're living in? What the hell is going on? Why is people preying on the children so much? Why? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. But let me tell you something, people. We all have a part to play in society. Okay, whether you're a mother, whether you're a father, if you're not a mother, you're not a father, you're probably a cousin or auntie or something. You understand? And a lot of people come over here and run their 14. Let me tell you something. I don't believe there's any conspiracy behind Jayden case. I don't believe there's any conspiracy. I don't believe there was any planned Jones strike. I don't believe in it. You want to ask me what I believe in? I believe that these bastards just feel like they could have get away with it. You know why they feel like they could have get away with it? There's hundreds of children that go missing and never been all over social media. So yes, I don't believe there was a drone strike. I don't believe there was nothing behind Jayden's situation more than what happened on the 25th of September to the little baby, and because of that incident, what happened on the 26th takes place. I don't believe there's a drone strike. And I am not telling you not to believe that there was a drone strike. I myself don't believe there was no drone strike. I believe it's a little country area, little rural area that things don't really speak about on the media. So these bastards think, you know what, it wasn't. And you know what, probably if God will come down and tell us. I just believe that was not banking and it would be this huge. Because trust me, come on now folks, come on, let's be real with ourselves. How many children gone missing in Manchester that none of we not hear about? You know who we could give a shout out to? The people them will start the Jayden campaign. Those are the people that we should give a shout for, because they start the Jayden campaign and they didn't realize that they wasn't starting a Jayden campaign, they were starting a Save the Children campaign. And that is the reason why I am telling people, say it doesn't matter who's first, second or last. Just know that whatever you start, we are going to save our children. And whether somebody call your name or somebody don't call your name, just feel comfortable and pleasing in your heart and your conscience. If you say, you know what? If whatever I do, I save one child, God is in the middle. Kim, where you going with? So, I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time to go and say, I am the first to talk about Jayden. I am the second to talk about Jayden. I ain't got no time for that. As God is my witness, I ain't got no time for that. You know what I got time for? I pass a streamer over there talking about Jayden. Well done. I pass a streamer down there talking about missing children. Well done. I am going to do my bit. I am going to go and talk about missing children. That's how it matters to me. I don't care. First, second, or last. And some of them crabbing a barrel. That's where we get crabbing a barrel business from. Because everybody want to be the man. Everybody want to be the woman. You understand? Everybody wants to be the man. And that's why you hear Chronics come do a song. Chronics have a song that say, do it for the love, do it for the love, me no do it for the likes, do it for the, enough of them love likes. And that song there, a lot of you people need to go and listen to that song and listen to the words then. If you are doing this for the love of our children, you should not be care if you get a likes or not. You shouldn't business. You shouldn't be a problem. Let me tell you something, right? When Hurricane Melissa passed the other day, my mom was very ill. I can get two of everything else on the planet. I can get 2 girlfriends, 2 wife, 2 children, $200, 2 house, 2 car. We can only get 1 mother. And when Melissa blew, the whole Jayden movement was down. My mom was down. And I pick up myself every day. drag myself on there and say, you know what? I have been speaking about missing children, unaliving women for so long, and they never, like, it didn't have this motion behind it. And I said to myself, you know, if somebody don't hold up Jayden motion after Melissa, if you're not careful in managing this motion, it will go right down, it will go to the ground. And I never stop, and I never walk around the app and watch and say, oh, nobody not do it, or nobody. At one point, I was the only person on there doing it. And then I see a next live stream come up and they start doing it. And I feel happy. And the reason why I feel happy to see a next live streamer doing it, that means I can take some rest. You understand? So rather than to mouth off this live streamer, oh, everybody do trading, no. What that means, we can do a tag team on it. So when I see other live streamer talking about Jayden, talking about missing children, talking about injustice and inequality, I am happy. I am genuinely happy from my heart. I am happy. I am so happy because then I see it as a tag team, because everybody know my hours. My hours is different. You know, my hours is different from most streamers. So I come and I slap her this morning, and next streamer come, they slap her tonight. I go back and I slap her in the morning, and we tag team. So what we do, you will constantly hear about it round the clock. Because this is something that we don't want to drop the ball on. Because we are here, and a lot of people don't understand. We are here doing this and we are getting fight. Oh my God Almighty. You know, at one point, yeah, I sit down right here, right, and I will get so much restriction and warning. Like I get 9 restrictions in one day. In one live stream I get 9. You know what happened? I didn't worry about the page. I didn't fret. I said, you know what? If thy will, let it be done. But I'm going on. It's a mission. But I would like. And see, the thing is this. A lot of people come up and they chat shit. Excuse my German. A lot of people come up and they chat crap. And I can't do with the people that will love to chat. I don't like a lot of chatting, because you know what happened? Everybody like to talk. Everybody like to talk. Like them drink Lipton for them tea. A lot of people come like them drink a lot of Lipton tea. When you said, okay guys, alright, we're gonna do this towards the movements, nobody. I went and I put about 60 email in a video on my page, and I said to people, so right, go guys, go and take a 5-5 email. Those email are for authorities in Jamaica. Take a 5-5 email or 10-10 and make me start email up some people. I never had one person come in this live and say, Tiger, me take off one email and email somebody, you know. I went and searched for the email, find them, put them in a video on the page. I said, guys, we are not going to email them no evidence. We're not going to read. We just email. We are concerned citizens, and our children is under threat, and we want to know what is the authority doing about it. And I've never heard one person. There's a video on my page with them, almost 60 or probably 70 email. I went and I put them up there and I said, guys, when you got the time, you don't need to write no essay. You don't need to be a scholar. ChatGPT can do it. And you take off 5 of the email them for any 5 authorities in Jamaica, and you make them know we are very concerned. Our children is going, and we need to know who to go to, who is going to stand up for these children, because they are the most vulnerable in society. So So a lot of persons like to jump up in the box and count on scholar. But when it's time to move, nobody want to make the move. You understand? And I like to get things done in a certain way. I like to do certain things. So if you're a chatting out, just don't even bother with me. Happy Faith. You understand? See, Jayden mother come over here. They said she didn't have no phone. I spoke to her this Saturday. By Monday morning she have a phone. I don't do the chatting out thing. I don't do it. And big up to the cause there's people that they love to move, and I understand how society run. Some people they can't be asked to do the footwork. So some people, they will put a $10, they will put a $20, and that's cool. But we need people to do the footwork. You understand? Right now, I feel like I would like to set up a little thing, like a little what do you call it now? A GoFundMe that would have helped the mother to do some solicitor or something. But I think that GoFundMe should be in her name or her daughter's name. That means if they get the money and muck up the money, it's on them. You understand? I told her to send me her daughter number. It still haven't reached yet. Because the daughter to me, but obviously, as I said, she's a young girl, she just have a baby, so we cannot too overburden her with stuff either. But if I was to speak to her, then I could, kind of encourage her to do this, go there, go that, I do that, you understand? But I think we can more depend on her than the actual mom, because I feel like the mom, she's just out of it at the moment. So she's just doing the best she can. I feel like she's out of it. You know? Yeah. And then you have people that hanging out around her, right? That coming. Let me tell you something. You see anybody, and this is my opinion. See anybody where I have to do something for somebody and come on social media, come bally out. Me question that motive, because I do baiting to people from time to time, and you never see me post one thing about nothing. You think I've never shot in a match before? You think I've never shot in a match before? You think I download my badge and put it up there, sir? I didn't go and download it from TikTokBadge.com. And you go up on my page right now and see if I can see one video up there. Because if me have to do something for you and tell the world, I know you may do it for, the world may do it for. And I spoke to some people the other day, and people come on social media and say, oh, they might do this and do that. And when I spoke to the people tell them, say, I lie. People don't tell them, no, go so. So, yeah, people even come on social media and tell lie. Say them are doing, they're not doing. But guys, you guys have to I apologize to you guys. My behavior, you have to contact my mother and my grandmother, because of them, those two people tell me say you have to let your conscience be a guide, and that's how I live. That's how I like to live my life. Let my conscience be my guide. And that's why I tell people, you see, anything you see me do in my life, anything at all you see me do, don't blame nobody for my action, blame me. If you see me do something you don't like and somebody else is there with me, don't blame that person, blame me. I am a person, I don't follow trend, I don't follow people, never have, never will. Don't follow nobody. anything you see about me that I do that you don't like, just best remember, blame me for it. It doesn't matter who I am with, how I'm with them, blame me. I don't do Chen. Empress, thank you, my darling. Thank you so much, my darling. Appreciate you. I don't do Chen, guys, so anything, just make sure you blame me for it. You understand? Because I keep using something as a example, you know. This little girl, I think she was about 9, Greta Thunberg. That little girl started a whole climate change movement that goes from corner to corner of the earth. And she started by herself, sitting outside her school with a placard. So why can we, adults with whole heap of social media space, cannot start a movement that our women and children must be safe in society by any means necessary? Why can we not do that? Why? There's so much of us. Why can we not start a global movement that our women and children should be safe in society by any means necessary? You know what that means? Any means necessary. So if we have to get out a politician, if we have to get out a teacher, if we have to get out a pastor, if we have to get out a deacon, by any means necessary. Until we get that mind frame, until we get that mindset, we will always be in the same bloody place. That's the mind frame we need to have. Parents, we need to start teaching them from early. Because all them 3 little boys they were abusing little girl in a Clarendon. Let me tell you something, you know. I love children, you know, but I don't like rude pitney. So when they're rude, we will pinch them. I tell her that straight up. If you have your rude pitney, you bring them around me, because we will pinch them, you know, and pinch them. But don't like rude pitney. And it's them 3 boys there were abusing a little girl in a Clarendon. Those 3 boys should not go unpunished. I don't care how old they want to be. If you're old enough to abuse somebody, if you're old enough to take the punishment fee. That's just my way. And the 12-year-old mom now lose their child, and the 3 pitney, what happened to them? These are stories that need to be told. Because from the news, what I see is because of the little girl. I think it's because of her overweight or something like that. No. Should a person be tortured because of is her weight, is her height, is her size, is her looks? Is that where we're going now with this? Ziggy, turn off the fan. Yeah. Guys, I have come through Jayden case so much that sometimes, I'm not even gonna lie to you, sometimes I just feel like, what the hell? Because as I said to you guys, right? They had come up with something like that in 2011 in the United Kingdom. Yeah. They had come up with a thing like that. And parents would have to take thing for whatever your child do. You know where your child is and I know what your child doing. But that is kind of contrary, because over them place there, you're not allowed to talk to your children certain way or do certain things. But basically you can't school the children and the children them bad. So it's a 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other. But yeah, I will support that as well. If your picnic go do something and you can drag your ass and kind of lock you up and put in a sweatbox for your picnic. And then what that will do, that will make a lot more parents pay more focus. Because sometimes, sometimes it's just we not focus, and sometimes we just make the internet I grow the picnic. For example, the iPad or the tablet. Some of the time that I grow them, and see all of these game thing you're going now, you're frightened for the amount of swear word with the panel game and all kind of shit. So yes, I know that life is hectic at the moment, but sometimes we have to kind of, because they're there, they're there. They're already there, so sometimes we have to kind of try me on it and see, we have to take some time out of our busy schedule and kind of try me on it sometime and see. And that is where we need the unity across community, because then if I see your children out on the road and do something, I should be able to talk to them and run them home. And not scared that, oh my God, I send home I shout at Sherry child and I send him home, I send her home off of the road. But when Sherry hear that, Sherry come half with me head. Those things need to stop. Because a lot of parents now see an experienced child and doing something and they wouldn't say nothing because they're scared of what the parents gonna do or say. And we need to come out of that place there. You see my child out there do something on the chain, you should go say, hey, what you do? Drag your ass and go here and find your yard. But we can't even talk to a picnic like that. Because me tell a picnic, run your picnic and tell us, go and come and fire with her, tap where you do, or behave yourself, and stop the smoking of the people in face. You have to go start fret now, because I tell a child to stop the smoking of people face. So we need, as parents, we need to come together in our form of unity and make a picnic say we're united. Because that's how we have to do. We have to go united against them, because them are picnic nowadays, they're clever and smart, So if we're not united against them, we're always fall behind. This one 2-year-old baby. We see a 2-year-old baby have an iPad and have a 2-year-old and the baby know for deal with the iPad. So we have to unite against them. And if we want to protect them, we have to unite against them to protect them. You understand? So that is my little bit what I have to say. And as I said, the festive period there, just, I don't know guys, but I just feel very emotional this morning. Very, very emotional. And I must true, I don't have no if you go eat Christmas dinner and that. Because I made a beg some Christmas dinner this morning. And one lady said she have a basement where she can put me up for Christmas. So, if you want to see me for Christmas, I'm going to the basement. Yeah? See, next week I am going to go myself and get online. Because there must be a way But you know something, you know what's funny? You know what, you want me to tell you what's funny? Yes, the other race, as you put it, might not do certain things. But notice what you see the other race children on the road doing. Notice if I hear a knife crime. Notice if I hear, have you noticed that? Notice as much as all they don't scroll their picnic or whatever the circumstances. Notice what happened. Their kids don't do the things that our kids do. The white picnic still now and park a smoke, beer, weed, and a cuss and a carry and bad panel. You hardly see it. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but for some unnecessary reason, our children seems to be different. Yeah, but to be honest with you, to be quite frank, for me it's not even about pointing fingers. It's about doing what we can do when we can do it. That's what I'm saying. DK 21. We need to go back to our village. We need to go back to our village. So we need unity across the village. That's where we need to go back to, a village raising up a child. Because right now, I'm for sure in a village that now raising up me again. We're going to use Jayden as an example. Right? Look, it's alleged that a taxi take Jayden to school. Right? It's alleged a taxi took him to school. And for those of you, like myself, who believe that Jayden went back home, so it has to be a taxi that take him back home as well. And you're telling me that sadly we cannot find a kid in 3 months and not one of these persons can come forward and said, yes, I dropped this child to school, or yes, I bring him home from school. You understand? And you are telling me now before God and man that there is nobody on this, oh goodness, no one out there right now that have information about this child. Is that what they're trying to say to me? No one out there have information about this child. Me believe that. See, before me believe that, I would have believed that the ground will walk and his goal make it. I would have easier to believe, say, the ground will we walk and make out a goal, rather than to believe that nobody knows what happened to this child. And that is why I am so annoyed and upset with the family. That is the reason why I am so annoyed and upset with the family. Because you know what happened? I feel like they are not taking this child for the victim. They're just trying to victimize themselves. In all of their interviews, in my opinion, they are trying to victimize their self. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I don't believe in victim blaming. And for me, Jayden will always be the victim of this circumstance and this situation. Jayden is gonna forever be the victim in this situation. I don't care what the old crocodile auntie wants to say. I don't care what the old hyena daughter wants to say. I don't care what the reptile Mr. T wants to say. In this circumstances and situation, Jayden will forever be my victim. He is the victim for me. Yeah, he is the victim in this. At this present moment, I don't even know if Spider-Man was a victim. I honestly don't know if Spider-Man was actually a victim. I don't know. I'm not saying he's not, but I don't know if Spider-Man was a victim. Because the end of the day, right? The end of the day, as I said, I spoken to a lot of nurses in the live chat, active nurse, practicing nurse, and from all of them that I've spoken to, and from people who is not nurse, from Google, they told me that a femur bone will cause a person great distress. A femur bone will cause a great distress, great uncomfortableness, a whole heap of pain, right? So when they're telling me that a baby went into hospital on the 25th with a broken femur bone and was transferred, because a lot of people just feel like, I don't know if they're defending. Exactly, and that's what I am saying, sure. Because a lot of people don't understand that they are defending the family and not making Jayden the victim. Because the thing is this, right? The thing is this for me. I feel like from what these nurses are saying, that to travel with a femur bone, the doctors themselves will know that it's a significant damage, so they would probably have to, get a ambulance or so, or explain to the parents that, well, you have to keep the baby straight out, like lie down flat out to transfer a baby with a broken femur bone, right? I would assume that would have to be the case. So to have a baby with a broken femur bone, to bring that baby down in a car in a lap, I think that would make that baby very uncomfortable. To drive 3 hours from Mandeville to St. Anne's Bay. I would like to believe so. You understand? So, based on that fact, I don't know if that baby had indeed break the femur bone, as they put it. And you know something, guys, I am wondering if indeed these people did have a camera set up in their house. Because you know why I said that? People might think having a camera in your house is a big deal. It's not a big deal. house is very tiny. My house is very small. And I've got 3 cameras in my house. And on the 3 cameras, let me show you something. So, and this is the thing that I'm telling people. People feel like certain things is when you hear about certain things, you think, okay. So look, can you see this? Let me show you something. Look at this. See? Look. Hold on. Right, look at my phone. You see something? Can you see it on the phone? I don't know if I can see it properly. Well, anyway, that is me sitting in a chair, moving in my house. And look, that is my phone. I can turn the camera in my house. See? See that? Look. I can turn the camera that's in my house where I'm sitting down right now. I don't know why I can't get the thing for me to see it properly. But only get the gist for me I try to show you, right? So what I am saying, what I am simply saying, the moral of the story, what I am trying to explain to you guys, to have a camera in a house where people, and I do believe it can happen. I believe it can happen. And I also believe it can be a thing where Jayden and the little boy probably was playing in for real. And if you notice in one of Mr. T's statement, Mr. T said that Jayden did not say he jumped on the baby. Right? And I am wondering, why would Mr. T say that the baby's Jayden said he never jumped on the baby? Right? And remember, the mother, she said she don't know what happened to the baby because she was in another room and all the other thing. Right? And these are the reasons why I cannot understand. And everybody, well, most people are trying to explain to me like, oh, you can't look on this, and Mr. T talk crap, and Mr. T this, and Mr. T that. Right? But I can't see it like that, guys. I genuinely cannot see it like that. See like that, because you are telling me now, right? You're telling me that the crocodile and the hyena did not know what happened to the baby. And that is what I'm saying. I am not 100% sure if the baby femur had indeed broken. I am not sure about that. And also, I am not sure if Jayden did not drop on the baby or jump on the baby or whatever, playing with the baby. I am not sure about that either. I am not 100% sure because I think Jayden can well and was playing with the baby and drop on the baby, jump on the baby by playing with the baby. And the reason why I have, because I've been asking myself that question, you know. I'm saying, I wonder if they have seen on the CCTV camera that Jayden and the baby was playing, and either Jayden jump on the baby by accident, or what. Right? And I feel like Yes, they have to. Oh, they have to. 1 billion zillion percent they have to. But this is what I am saying, right? Can it be a case where they saw Jayden jump on the baby, not like just get up and jump on him, saying them a play the baby? Or is it their case of he fall on the baby? And the reason why I'm asking is that can that be a case? Because as I said, Mr. T in his interview said Jayden never said him jump on the baby. Right? Because the fact like that they don't come out and say what exactly happened to the baby, more than they saying the auntie call Jayden and ask Jayden what happened to the baby, right? But the more come out and say what happened to the baby. So that's what I am saying, because you know say, look, you pick me a jump up and down and a play, you know. Pick me a jump up and down pass sofa play. It can well be Jayden did jump off of the chair or whatever happened. It can well be that. It can well be that, and they see it and the CCTV in the house. Because where else would them get that story from? Right. Where else would them get that story from? Has anybody ever asked the question? Where else would them get that story from? Because remember, you know, when the guy said to him, him here say, the baby jump off of the bed. The man never said that him here, you know. The man said, no. And I bet him jump off a man. Remember, you know. Remember. A statement the man make. It wasn't a question, it was a statement. And I bet him jump off a man. When him jump off him jump off a sofa and jump on Jayden and drop and broke him in femur bone. So not blaming Jayden, because children is, in my opinion, children is gonna be children. If you have a child, don't expect the child to act like a goat, a cow, a puss, a rat, a cat. It's gonna act like a child. And that's what child do. That is what child do. Yeah, but you see that now, you have to ask yourself the question that you know. You have to ask yourself the question upon that, because where, if we try to make a construction of where, how would that happen? How? Because if let's say Jayden lie down on the floor and play upon him phone, right? Same lie down upon him back, I play upon him phone, and the little boy jump on him belly. From Jayden belly, if Jayden is lying down on the floor now, right? From his belly to the floor could not break his femur bone. Right? If Jayden lie down on his belly when back turn up into the air, and the little baby jump on Jayden back. Once you land on Jayden back and Jayden lie down on the ground, on the floor, from Jayden back to the ground can't break his femur bone. So then you have to ask yourself the question, how can he jump on Jayden and then Jayden move and broke his femur bone? How is that possible? I don't, cause I am trying to put that to Well, I look for an interview for me couldn't hear what me I try telling you what Mr. T say. Right, so that's what I am saying to you guys. I am wondering, right? I am wondering if Jayden did indeed jump on the baby. The baby, but I wonder if the video footage show that whatever happened, he had jumped on the baby by accident because let me look for a while. Okay, listen to this. Let me hear peace case. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. Listen out this. Listen this. And I got here. There's a part tonight where him say Jayden never say him jump and the baby. Listen.
Okay, listen to it. Hold on, you take it to what you're saying. Yes, and you nurture him, and you are the head here of the house. So it's not unlikely for you, and then he will be the one who will be proud of him because he put past test. But nothing for you to have father and mother as a past. So, listen now. Let me show you. The incident went on my yard. Shit on the work. And when we come in, I put some curry chicken. We come in, I put the rice in. And when I hear the baby ball out, I say, what happened? But me not doing in the kitchen, man, me not cook, you know. So me, for my wife run out of the room and come and ask Jayden what happened. Jayden said drop on his leg. Nobody never said Jayden say I can drop on him. You understand?
You hear that? You hear when I'm just a little while? And from the time I hear this bit here, I started to wonder. You understand? I started to wonder why he said that. Because he said nobody never said Jayden say I him jump on the baby.
So me, for my wife run out of the room and come and ask Jayden what happened. Jayden said drop on his leg. Nobody never said Jayden say I can drop on him. You understand? So when she didn't know, she was saying, Jayden, me tell you say, you're a big boy, you're 12-year-old. So me expect you to watch a 2-year-old. But Jayden was playing on his phone. Okay, so Jayden officially. No man, I from we take him from there. Oh, so what do you say about this? The man named mother. Oh, so mother abandoned him. No.
So this is what me I try to tell you now, say. This is what me I try to tell you. Where so unless somebody are gonna tell me say Mr. T have it in for him wife and have it in for the rest of family them, that's why him come at all them sitting here. And any parents at all on this planet know say if even your two picking them a play, your two picking a play, your two son or your two daughter a play, and when you go in there, the younger one a ball out, you go ask the bigger one, what happened? Where the two picking? And the two of them are fear, you know. So it's a bit ironic. That's the mother. I got say, she said, this is Jayden, be careful. Oh, yeah, play with the baby. And Mr. T say, different because listen.
So when she didn't know, she was saying, Jayden, me tell you say, you're a big boy at 12-year-old. So I expect you to watch a 2-year-old. But Jayden was playing on his phone. Okay, so Jayden was actually... No. Yeah. Jayden's head drop on his leg. Yeah. Nobody never said Jayden him drop on him. Yeah. You understand? So... Yeah. Nobody never said Jayden him drop on him. Yeah. You understand?
You see, I don't know how you guys see that bit, but from the very first time I heard that, I started to question it. And a lot of people might say, oh, I'm being picky or petty. But he said, nobody never say, Jayden say, I him Japan him. I find that a bit different. I find it a bit different. And what I find different again is, do you guys feel like Mr. T can just sit down and make up a whole different scenario to the actual event? And if you guys think yes, what would be the cause of him to go and make up a whole scenario like that? Because trust me guys, trust me, I have think long, hard, far. What is the cause of all of this? On my brain, I speed up my brain, I think about it in every different way, shape or form to try and make some sense out of it, and I can't get no sense. And this is a part that I brought this to light. I brought this part to light because this is something that I sit down and I play and I listen to.
Okay.
This bit, I brought this bit to light.
And you are the head here for the house. So it's not unlikely for you and then you one who throw that as a past test. One enough look at you to have father and mother and father. So this is now I'm sure first round Manchester High School. Some can't carry phone. Alright, so that is not part of the clear now. So he never used to lock the phone. Yeah. He didn't used to lock the phone. But when I come in.
When you know something, obviously you not listen to my phone, right? So you not gonna really get how you get it on my end, right? But you see that part of him just a while. You see how him emphasize and him never used to lock the phone. I don't know how much you can hear the aggression in his voice when him said him never used to lock the phone. If you can't hear it, you let me know. Listen the way how him voice raise.
So he never used to lock the phone.
And you want to see the impression him never used to lock the phone. And you can go and look and the interview, watch the impression and the voice, the language. Him never used to lock the phone, so me don't know how the hell the phone lock now. Who lock it? That kind of momentum that you get from it.
First round Manchester High School. Some can't carry phone. Alright, so that is not part of the clear now. So he never used to lock the phone. Yeah. He didn't used to lock the phone. Yes. But when I come in now, we check the phone like, you understand? The phone lock. Yes. Call it up. Yeah. Ain't nobody else in there. Yeah. So Me drive out same time, me take up back home, me carry. Me pick up in daddy and the bigger brother. Me say me head back and go. Maybe you know get no drive from Mandeville. Yes. And we head back out of Mandeville. Before we reach Mandeville, me take a new post station. Yeah. Me tell the police.
But you see, and this is the next thing that I question as well. Okay? I question the fact that you just said to us that he is in first farm, yeah? You just told us that he's in first farm and he cannot bring his phone to school. So, in my opinion, he did not bring his phone to school. So now he come back home and you can't see him. What purpose his phone could have served now?
Download Tango today and try it out for yourself. Who knows? Maybe you might see me.
Am I just thinking out too loud, or are you guys get what I'm trying to say? So that kind of never really add up to me, because you're saying he's in first farm and he cannot take his phone to school, but he come back in the evening. You guys coming to look for it. He's not in the house, but wanna go straight to his phone. I don't know if I am the only person are thinking like that. I don't know, but me just not see the reason for in the home, and the first place I got to is his phone that has not been to school with him. And me and Shanda say I think the other day now. I'm gonna play test of the show and say you have people who actually listen to what they say and repeat back what they said. Shanda say I think day before yesterday say, because the mother said when she reach home, right? Listen to this, you know. The mother said when she reach home and she tested the door was closed, then she take Mr. T key and go into the house. When she go into the house, she goes straight into Jayden's room. When she go into Jayden's room, I think she said she never seen a bag or whatever, but Jayden was in the room. Right? She said she tell Mr. T that Jayden was not in his room, and then she turned back out. No. I heard Chanda ask a question, and I look into it as well. Cher, have you got children, Cher? Okay. I'm not get down in your business too much, but have you got more than one bedroom per your house? Like a 2-bedroom house? Just we not go too personal, but is your house more than 2 bedroom? So you have one for your son and one for yourself? Okay. So now you come in at your house, right? Your son is meant to be in your house. And you come in at your house and you go straight to your son's room and you don't see your son. What else would you do? You go straight into your son's room and you don't see your son. What else would you do? Let me see if I'm me alone. I think like probably me alone. I think my way. So I must be mad. Ah, Jesus. Listen, if I go home, right, and I've got more than one bedroom, I'm going to my son room, I'm not see him in there. Me, I go looking at my room, because he can come in and try and go in my room and lie down. He can in my bathroom. He can in my backyard. Remember Caribbean temperature. You can out the back of yard. So the fact that she just go in a Jayden room and turn back out of the house, look good. What if when time in the police station, what if when the police station, Jayden come back and see Jayden lie down in a fair bed? Because listening, she said she don't need to come tell we say more than one room she have. Because she said the baby was in the room, in the hall, and she go and pick up the baby and bring her back to film room, for her room. So therefore, it's not just one single room you have. Remember, I know. Remember, say Demar. Remember, say Demar state he did not see Jayden in the morning when he go at school. So the house big enough. So Jayden can do that see him. Remember Demar say that. Right? Remember say Demar say in the morning before Jayden got to school, he didn't see Jayden. So the fact that the mother come home and just go straight in a Jayden room and go back out through the door, go call the principal and go to police station. I don't know. I don't know. Did they do what they say they do? I just don't know.
So he's never used to lock the phone. He didn't used to lock the phone. Yes. But when I come in and we check the phone, like, you understand? The phone lock. Yes. Call it up. Yeah. Ain't no one else in there. Yeah. So we drive was same time we pick up a commentary. We pick up in daddy and the bigger brother. We say head back and go. Maybe you know get no drive from Mandeville. Yes. And we head back out of Mandeville. Before we reach Mandeville, we have a new post station. Yeah. We tell police. We say, officer, why you had me see me because in nephew in last. So me go oh that after about much more. No man, me just say early about say 6:30 quarter to 7. In the same Friday.
They must think I go mad me now. They must think I go mad me. This is I go ask me need a break. I go mad me.
No, my dear. Again, and police can get the footage from there. First, I went to KFC when I just came to Mandeville because the baby wanted chicken and chips, and this was about 6:50 when I text mommy and said waiting on it. Then I meet them at 7:09 and I got to the hospital. And at the hospital was mommy, daddy, Demar. And
you hear that? You hear that? When she got the hospital was mommy, daddy, and Demar 7:09. When you hear, I don't know I'm gonna play it again. 7:09 she was at the hospital and there was mommy, daddy, and Demar. Me not even want to go there yet. Because what I try to explain is everybody I tell porkies. Everybody is telling porkies because listen what she say I say no. Listen what she say I say, listen. Because everybody say fear story. Everybody say fear story. Don't change. Listen to this.
Demar. Oh my dear. Again, and police can get the footage from there. First, I went to KFC when I just came to Mandeville because the baby wanted chicken and chips, and this was about 6:50 when I text mommy and said waiting on it. Then I meet them at 7:09 and I got to the hospital. And at the hospital was mommy, daddy, Demar. And this
mommy, daddy, Demar. Right? Mommy, Daddy, Demar at 7:09. Listen where Daddy is at. Listen where Daddy is at 6:30, quarter to 7. Listen where the Daddy is at. Now, it's about 38 minutes from Newport to go to Mandeville. So listen where the Daddy is at. In 6:30 to 7. I remember she just tell her, you know, so she got the hospital at 7:09, and there was Daddy, Mommy, and Demar. And listen to the Daddy version.
First foul matches high school. Said can't carry phone. Alright, so that he's not part of the curve now. So he's never used to lock the phone. He didn't used to lock the phone. Yes. But when I come in now, we check the phone like, you understand? The phone lock. Yes. Hold it up. Yeah. You know what else in there? Yeah. So we drive was same time we pick up. We took up a come and carry. We pick up in Daddy and the bigger brother. We said we head back and go. You know, get on drive from Mandeville. Yes. And we head back out of Mandeville. Before we reach Mandeville, we have a new bus station. Yeah. We tell the police. We said, officer, make why you have been a similar to him nephew in last. So we have oh, that after about much more. No man, we have to say early about 6:30, quarter to 7. You know the same Friday. Friday. Yeah.
So anybody in this chat will feel like it's a possibility that Mr. T can leave Newport Station 6:30, quarter to 7 and reach in the hospital in a Mandeville for 7:09. Because it's about a half an hour to 40 minutes driving from Newport to Mandeville. And he says at 6:30, quarter to 7 it was at the Newport Station reporting that he can't find Jayden. Oh snap. Yes to what, sister? Yes, he can leave from Newport Station to Mandeville in from 6:30, quarter to 7 and reach Mandeville for 7:09. Is that what you're saying yes to? Okay, so come here, sister. Come here. So Mr. T is at the Newport Station, 6:30 to quarter to 7. Hear me out. 6:30 to quarter to 7. And his daughter said she was at the hospital in Mandeville at 7:09. So, how long does it take from Newport Station to get to Mandeville? How long? I said depending on the traffic. So how long? How long you reckon? The drive is 35 to 40 minutes. Sister agrees. Sister says it can't be done. Okay, sister. So this is what I am saying, guys. These are the things that they are saying. Right? These are the things that they themselves are saying. And I personally feel like it is impossible for that girl to go to the hospital at 7:09 and see her mother, her father, and Demar. I think she's lying. And if she's not lying, Mr. T is lying. But them are the big pirate, we don't know. No, because allegedly, when she get to the hospital, Jayden would not have been there. I remember Jayden finished school 2:30, and they saw him at Little Caesar on the camera, Megamart on the camera, and the barber shop on the camera. So Jayden would not be at the hospital. And it's a bit ironic. It's a bit ironic. I'm play some more. That's it. I feel them one at them.
And they stayed with me for about an hour before they left.
Blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus.
Alright, you hear what she said? You hear what she just said a while? She said when she get there for 7 or 9, her mother and her father and them are stay with her in the hospital for about an hour. So you know what time that's 7 or 9 now, you know. Hello, what about my darling?
Jesus. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. Important blood of Jesus.
But that is not, it is not, because we tried, because even with me posting and stuff, people are still doing it, and it just didn't feel safe to come out and say,
Yeah, but Shani can see.
It's the writer, so. It's the writer, so. Writer, so is where the interviewer them drop the ball. Writer, so. The interviewer them drop the ball. You see, yes, so. Yes, so then feel let them go. Make them go and go talk. You see, once they feel like the interviewer done up on them side, they feel let them go, yes, so. With all of the rope, make them go end themselves. You see, when they shout out the blood of Jesus,
Blood of Jesus.
listen how she kicking her gear. Because the blood of Jesus bring the interview them on her side. The blood of Jesus bring the interview them on her side. Listen to the kicking, or listen to all our voice kicking her gear. Listen to writer, so listen.
Blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus. Blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. Important blood of Jesus.
but that is not, it is not, because we tried, because even with me posting and stuff, people are still doing it, and it just didn't feel safe to come out and say,
Yeah, but Shani can see if you never come here, so the
Listen how bright her voice become. You see, if them ever just let them go, yeah, so. You see, if the interview then they just left, they just rock back, so. And listen, they spill everything out of them gut with that ketchup, with that writer, so with that ketchup out. I promise you that writer, so with that ketchup out.
this evening, me not tell no lie. You see,
That's why I said
if
from
you
the
said
person
this
I can
evening,
make
we
sense
wouldn't
of
know
it.
this at this in a conversation, you know.
And that is why the thing is now, I've been really thinking about coming. I made 2 videos up for yesterday to post, and me hold it back because everybody say, don't follow the media, don't listen to what people are saying. But me I say, but they do not have the story. But let me tell you, something about mathematics. That is it. And let me tell you what happened also is that because the media is out there pushing out this information, guess what? The police is literally using what the media is saying to do this investigation. They are not doing their work correctly, and I'm sorry to say this, but they are not. They have very much evidence to rule out every one of our family members from being a part of this, but they continue to still follow the media, asking me for a statement, searching the home 4 times. It's not one time they search the home, you know, 4 times. And come up empty. But yet still they have not gone into Park Road and tried to get into this community and see if there's anybody that could have show any video to say, where did Jayden go? Jayden head
Have 2 tanks.
That's what we heard on the internet, that's where they're supposed to search. We did live at a different home like about 15 years ago that we were living way before then, and apparently no one lives there currently. So apparently I've heard that they wanted
So
to
where
search.
is that? Is that home, same place in
It is
Newport or another
about,
adjoining?
it's about 10 minutes away from where we're currently living.
Mathematics bigger 1 second there. Mommy, did Jayden go to school with his phone?
No, so right now the police has the phone and they're supposed to be pulling it, and this has been about a week now, mommy. They have it and have not done anything. So that's what I'm saying, like they're not doing their job.
No, he did not carry the phone to school.
Pulling the phone,
Manchester police
know if there's any conversation going on.
Alright, wait, Shani. They're saying Jayden was there waiting excitedly for a cousin to come and pick him up.
Again, we don't know about any cousin. We don't know who. Listen, you see, our family is a very small family back in Malibu. Initially, just me, my mother, my father, my brother. That's actually it's bare right now, right? So when you ask about cousin, we cannot tell you anything about a cousin because on Jayden's mom's side, we really do not know a lot of them. We don't know any of them. Nobody has ever reached out to say, hey, you know, me a cousin, me a sister, me a uncle, how is Jayden doing? So none of we not have no idea. So you try and check the grandfather. We don't know who that be.
So when we literally only know about your side of the family. Jayden side of the family reach out to us since the incident.
Well, mommy would have to answer because I know the mother come around.
Okay.
The first third.
So I am here. So as you all guys are hearing me?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, my dear.
As you guys all know, I took in Jayden when he was 5 years old.
Right, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but you see this part of the interview, can somebody explain to me what this got to do with anything? I personally don't know what this part of the interview got to do anything. Probably it's a clue, probably it's not a clue, but I just don't see what this bit of doing anything. Because the end of the day, this is what I was saying this morning. When somebody gonna do something for you and then turn around and speak about it. They're talking about bringing back to 7 years. I don't think the 7 years where Jayden live with them have nothing to do with what happened on the 25th. I don't feel so. But that's just my opinion anyway.
Jayden was basically, and I'm gonna say this,
We were trying to stay off because we don't want to speak ill of the mother. We were trying not to speak ill of the mother. And we are trying to kind of control.
Listen. We don't want to speak ill of the mother, right? We don't want to speak ill of the mother, but they said that and they go straight in for the kill. Listen.
So we'll kind of see it in our way, but we don't want to speak bad of the mother. All right?
No, because I still communicate with the mother. Persons, I have a sister that died 11 years ago.
All right. As she said this a while. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you so much, my darling. As she said, look, you know, if I don't want to play back, I'm going to hear me. I'm going to play back, I'm going to hear. Because people like to come and question me about certain things. And when them say it out of them one mouth, I'm going to play back again. Listen to this.
So we'll kind of see it in our way, but we don't want to speak bad of the mother. All right?
No, because I still communicate with the mother. First,
do you guys hear what the crocodile just said a little while? Will you hear what the crocodile just said a little while? She said, because I still communicate with the mother. I still communicate with the mother. So you're telling me that she still communicate with the mother. And when you can't find the woman pick me, you did not think to yourself to go down to the woman's yard and go tell the woman say you can't find her pick me. You still communicate with the mother and you did not find it in your heart and your soul to go down there Friday night, go tell the lady say we can't find your pick me, you know. Or is Jayden here and you talk on national TV say you still communicate with the mother. Brutal and wicked.
persons, I have a sister that died 11 years ago with breast cancer. She was the first one who somebody approached to take Jayden. And she said no, because of her sickness, she's not going to take up another responsibility because she have 2 kids. Kamisha is the one of them. So to let you know how the bond we have in my family, Kamisha and one of my sons are 10 days apart. Me and my sister was at the same time.
What does that have to do with anything? You and your sister pregnant at the same time? What that have to do with Jayden go missing? You and your sister pregnant at the same time. It just means they told you they take man together. But that have to do with anything on that so. That nothing to do with that so. I want to fertile at the same time. That have nothing to do with that so. Not all that have to do with that going right there so. So your sister and you are take man at the same time together. Probably don't have the same baby father to me no know.
I breastfeed Kamisha. I breastfeed Kamisha. So when it comes to Jayden, when I took Jayden and somebody asked me to take Jayden because Jayden was not getting any care, Jayden was not going to school, I kind of wrap it around my head until one day a taxi guy said to me, said, Miss P, do me I beg you take Jayden because Jayden asleep at bar side, he must sleep on old fridge and whatever. I look into it and I said I have 5 kids for myself and none of my kids ever did on the road. Jayden is my twin brother's son. My twin brother's son. And I decided to take Jayden. On that week, when we took Jayden, I went to the basic school that Jayden was going. When I went there, the principal said to me, Mrs. Thompson, out of the term, Jayden come to school 3 days for the whole term. And I said, no man, but this don't look good. When I went there and I made the arrangement that I'm going to have Jayden, make sure he goes to school. She said to me, Jayden is coming to the school. Jayden is not have a birth certificate. He's not immunized. I said to her, okay, I'm gonna get those things done. All right. When I left the school the day, I went to the bank in Mandeville. While I was in the line in the bank, could you tell me who called me? It was CDA that calls me from this. Say that they are there to take Jayden. And the principal have to beg the lady and said, no, Mrs. Thompson is here. And she said that she's going to take Jayden and send Jayden to school. She said, okay, I'll keep in touch and follow up with that. I have Jayden all those years. If I could show you pictures. Yeah, go ahead.
One question. I want a question for Shanique. You may talk to Shanique first. Do you have a cook?
You know, so you say, everybody you miss. And that is why I said to people, I think we should go back to the very beginning of this case and come back again. Because you know what? We're probably missing or skip over that raise the same exact point. Because who did you hear said about Mr. T state that he went to the police station 6:30, 6:45. Nobody has looked into that, you know. I raised it last week and now everybody start looking to ask the same question. The same question about the keys as well. But I'm not gonna get into that. For me, based on what I know or what I have discovered, this piece of the interview here for me is a very important piece. This question what this lady asked this girl.
In Mandeville that contact you on Facebook and Messenger. We just want to remember, we just want to ask Tony 1 second forever before me forget. You have a cousin in Mandeville that contact you up to today and yesterday on Facebook or Messenger?
Is it male or female?
Male.
Male.
Yes.
Male.
I'm gonna say yes.
And
A male or female person. You hear what she said? You hear what she said? I am gonna say yes. So in my opinion, she is always neutralizing things. So when she said I'm gonna say yes, it is set for interpretation. I'm gonna say yes.
the
Is it male or female?
Male.
Yes.
Male.
I'm gonna say yes.
And the conversation was like about asking how you doing. Did he? No. Okay. Let I just give you an next code. Did he send you a message today?
Have anybody, one of you guys ever heard about when you caught somebody flat-footed? Have you ever heard that terminology? Caught you flat-footed? She just get catch flat-footed. That's a look.
On Messenger? A message text?
I called the message and said that they're unalive and she's going to call me. And I was like, I really don't want to hear what's going on.
Not she.
You see how she clever? A cousin messaged me and say they're unalive and she's gonna call me to the woman have to correct her again. I said no, she me say him. Listen.
No, he, yeah. I called the message and said that they're unalive and she's going to call me. And I was like, I really don't want to hear what's going on.
Not she.
No, he, yeah. So I said, I really don't want to hear because it's the same. So I dismissed the conversation. So he did reach out and said that he was unalive. He's not going to call me. I was like, don't call me because I don't want to hear.
Okay, so a male did.
Yes.
Okay.
You know Ushmail they was talking about? You know Ushmail they was talking about? Kamisha, because it was him that picked her up from the airport. And that was confirmed to me by a family member. Who was one of the person who came out when you remember when he was running, everybody was running with the situation and said, Kami, who is Kami? Who want to know Kami, and Kami is a man, and Kami is a woman, and Kami is this. And I came and I said to you guys, not a Kami pick her up, not a Kamisha, not a Kami. It was our cousin. But then, when the person tell me, the person never says cousin-in-law. But it's after that me I find out that yes, it's a cousin-in-law, meaning that it's Kamisha.
Okay, so a male did today.
Yes.
Okay.
So what happened? He started the thing a girl on the media. So he might call her if it's like she he might say, yo, come listen what I'm going so. Come listen what I'm going because I him pick her up from the airport. And regardless of what he knows, he probably tell her, say, yo, the thing out for it funny no. So come here what I'm going on the live, and she said she not go because I see him thing every day.
Okay.
Yeah. So back to Jayden. So really and truly, again, I was talking about.
Yeah, that's why she said look while. Because she caught flat-footed away there, she don't want no more question from this, so. Because she don't want jag that boy up in the situation.
Yeah. So back to Jayden. So really and truly, again, I was talking about in terms of the investigation, like it's not going in the way it's supposed to go because Jayden, all the sightings personally, I do not believe any of the sightings because these sightings, no one has a picture to confirm, a video to confirm, or anything to confirm that he was seeing. I'm going off that last video footage.
All right. I know a lot of we are adults. All right now. Yeah.
Perth Road. Because be reminded as people know where Perth Road is. Jayden has no business heading to Perth Road, none at all. And what
Indian